Assalamu alaikum. Hi, my dear students. Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to learn a new poem. The poem name is In the Bazaars of Hyderabad. In the Bazaars of Hyderabad. Written by Sarojini Naidu. Okay. So it's a very interesting poem. Before we are learning that, we should know about the author Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu, 1879 1949. Okay, so its nickname is Sarojini Chattopadhyay. Okay, Sarojini Naidu ni Sarojini Chattopadhyay, 1879 1949, was born in Hyderabad. She was an Indian independence activist, a poet, and a feminist. She was also the first Indian woman to become the president of the Indian National Congress. He published works include The Golden Threshold and The Feather of the Dawn. The Feather of the Dawn. She is also known as the Nightingale of India. So she was the very famous writer. Now we are going to see the poem. So this poem is a little bit very difficult only because there are so many difficult words are there. So we have to find out all the meanings and we have to know about the meanings. Okay, so every meaning, some of the meanings they have given in your textbook, but other meanings also we have to learn. Okay, first I'll read out the poem and then I'm going to explain the full meaning of the poem. The poet visits the bazaars of Hyderabad. Let's see what she sees and how she describes her visit. So the poet was visiting bazaars of Hyderabad. What do you mean by bazaars? Bazaars means it's a market. Okay, in the market you can buy any kind of things. Okay, so that is bazaars. So she was visiting the place, that is bazaars, in Hyderabad. Okay, in Hyderabad. What do you sell, O ye merchants? Richly your wares are displayed. Turbans of crimson and silver, tunics of purple brocade, mirrors with panels of amber, daggers with handles of jade. So listen, all the words are very difficult to pronounce only. So after watching the video you have to take your textbook and you have to read by yourself. Okay, page number is 84. What do you weigh, hey vendors? Okay, oh vendors, saffron and lentil and rice. What do you grind, oh maidens? Sandalwood, henna and spice. What do you call, oh peddlers? Chessman and ivory dice. What do you make, oh goldsmith? Wristlet and anklet and ring, bells for the feet of blue pigeons, frail as a dragon's fly wing, girdles of gold for the dancers, scabbards of gold for the king. What do you cry, O fruitmen? Citron, pomegranate and plum. What do you play, O musician? Sitar, sarangini and drum. What do you chant, O magician? Spells for the aeons to come. What do you weave, O flower girls? With tassels of azure and red and crowns for the brow of a bridegroom. Chaplets to garland his bed, sheets of white blossoms new gathered to perfume the sleep of the dead. So the poet was visiting the bazaar, okay, in the market. you was seeing, she was seeing different kind of, what is that, people, okay, different kinds of selling things by the, what is that, people, okay. Now we are going to see the meaning of the, so the poem begins with the poet's question to the merchants about what they are selling. Okay, merchants means those who are selling the products, that are merchants. Okay, so the poem what begins with the poet asking questions, okay, to the what is that, shoppers, okay, the merchants, about what they are selling. Okay, so each people are sitting one place, okay, in the corner. So the poet was seeing all the merchants and she was started asking what you are selling, what you are selling, like that. Okay, so the poem begins with the poet asking question, okay, what they are selling. She sees that the goods are displayed nicely to attract the buyer. So the poet was watching the goods means products, okay, the products was displayed. Displays means what, they are keeping outside to attract the buyers. Okay, the merchants replied that they are selling crimson, deep red and silver colored turbans, purple brocade tunics, mirrors with amber frame and daggers with handles made of jade, a green stone. So the poet was asking the merchant what you was selling. So the merchants now replying what they are replying, selling, we are selling crimson. Crimson means deep red. Okay, crimson means deep red. Crimson means deep red. Okay, deep red and silver color turbans. Turbans means what do you mean by turbans? Turbans is a, what is that, cloth. Okay, it's a cloth. So they are selling what is that, green color turbans and then silver color turbans. Purple brocade tunics. Tunics also cloths only. Tunics also cloths only. A loose garment, typically sleeveless. Okay, that is tunics. So they are selling turbans, tunics, all are cloths only. Mirrors with amber frame. Here they have given amber. Amber means a yellow colored semi precious stone. Okay, amber means amber means a yellow colored semi precious stone. Okay, so they are selling what is that, red colored turbans, red and silver colored turbans and purple brocade tunics, mirrors with amber frame, that is what I told you, amber means yellow color semi precious stone. Okay, and then daggers means what do you mean by daggers? Daggers means a short knife with a pointer edge blade used as a weapon. Okay, it's a short knife. Okay, short knife. I will write on the board so that dagger means in this poem so many difficult words are there. You have to know all the meanings. A short knife with a pointer. Okay. So what they are selling? They are selling turbans, tunics, and then what else? Stones, precious stones, and then daggers means a short knife with handles made of jade, Jade. Jade also they have given meaning, a green colored semi precious stone. Okay, so the knife with handles made of green stones. Okay, green stones, understand? So these are the things they are selling. They're replying. The poet was asking the merchants what you are selling. So one merchant is telling we are selling turbans, tunics, and one merchant is telling I am selling daggers with handles made of jade, green stones. Okay, daggers means what I told you, short knife. Okay, that is daggers. And then the poet then visit to the vendors, the maidens, and the peddlers, salesmen. So now the poet moving to the another place and visiting the vendors, the maidens, okay, and the peddlers. Peddlers means the person. What do you mean by peddlers? A person who goes from place to place selling this items. Okay, that is peddlers. So now the poet was visiting the vendors, the maidens, the peddlers, those who are going place to place. That is, she asked the vendor what they are weighing for sale. Okay, some merchants, if you see that, they will weigh means they will keep the things for weight. Okay, so yeah, the poet was asking what you are weighing for sale. She was asking. The vendors replied that they are weighing saffron, lentil, and rice. So all of what is that? Lentil means spices. Okay, spices. Lentil means a high protein pulse. Lentil means a high protein pulse. Yeah, high protein pulse. Okay, so the poet was asking to the merchants, vendors, and what they are replying. We are selling, we are weighing, we are what is it? Weighing means what? We are putting the things for weight. Saffron, lentil, and rice. Okay, the poet then asked the maiden girls what they are grinding. So now the poet was asking the maidens, okay, women, and what she was asking, what you are all grinding, what you all grinding. She was asking. The reply comes, they are grinding sandalwood. Okay, henna and spices. So I think that market is we can buy all kinds of things. Okay, so one side is the turbans and cloths are selling, one side is daggers, knife is selling. Okay, so they all kinds of things are available in the bazaar. Okay, so now the poet was asking the maiden girls what you are grinding. So the reply comes from the maiden. What she was telling, we are grinding sandalwood, henna, and spices. Okay, now the peddlers are asked what they are calling as their trade cry. If you see, peddlers means what I told you, a person will goes from one place to another to sell the items. Okay, that we call it as peddlers. So now the poet was asking why you are, what is it, for selling the product they will shout. Okay, they will shout. So the poet was asking the peddlers what you are selling, why you are crying, what you are, for what purpose you are crying. The poet was asking the peddlers. They say that they are selling chessmen and dice made from ivory for the game of chess. So now what the reply from the peddlers was, the peddlers are selling, we are selling the chessmen. Okay, we are selling the chessmen and dice made from ivory. Ivory means what? What do you mean by ivory? Ivory is a hard white material tusked from animal's teeth. Okay, it is made up from animal's teeth, that we call it as ivory. Okay, so the peddlers was telling we are selling chessman dice and made up from ivory for the game of chess. The poet now goes up to the goldsmith and asks them what they are making. Now the poet was going to the goldsmith, okay, going to the goldsmith shop, and she was asking what you are making. They are making what they are making? They are making wristlet anklet. Anklet, you know. What is it? The ornaments the woman will wear in the legs, that is anklets. Okay, and wristlet. Wristlet means this is okay. In the wrist, the women will wear. Okay, that is wristlet. So the poet was asking the goldsmith what you are making. So the goldsmith was replying, we are making wristlet, anklet, and ring to adorn us, and bells to be tied to the feet of blue pigeons. Okay, so this has happened, that is in 1949, like that. Okay, the before freedom. Okay, before freedom this is. So in that time what is it, dove are used for, what is it, sending messages one place to another. So what the goldsmith was telling, we are making wristlet and then anklet, and we are making ring for, and we are making bells also. We are making bells to be tied to the feet of blue pigeons. Okay, we are making bells to tied to the feet of blue pigeons, and the bells are as thin and lightweight as the wings of a dragonfly. So that bell should be very light. Okay, very light and thin. Then only the doves can fly. Otherwise, the bell is very weight, means the dove cannot fly. So the what the goldsmith was telling, the bells we are making is very thin and lightweight as the wings of a dragonfly. Okay, that much of lightweight we are making. They are also making golden girdles for the dancers and golden sheath for keeping the king's swords. Okay, griddles means, what the meaning in this poem, there are so many meanings are there. Griddles means a belt for waist in gold. Women, they are what is that, they wear one ornament in the waist, that we call it as, what is that, griddles. Okay, so the goldsmith are telling we are making ornaments for the women's also, and we are making sword for the king also. Okay, in the bazaars of Hyderabad, now I ask the fruit sellers what fruits they are selling. Now the poet was moving to another shop. Okay, another shop, and now she was asking the fruit seller, what you are selling, she was asking. So now the fruit seller was replying the answer that they are citron, pomegranate and plum. We are selling citron, pomegranate and plum. Now as the poet asked the musician what instrument they are playing. Now the poet was moving to what is that, musician, and she was asking what instrument you are playing, and the reply was, we are playing sitar and sarangi and drum. Okay, what the musician was replying? We are playing sitar, swarangi and drum. After that, the poet goes to the magician and asks. Now, the poet was moving to the magician and asking what you are chanting. Okay, magicians means they will say something, they will do chanting works and all. So the poet was asking what you are chanting. The reply from the magician was he is chanting the spells to bring in aeons. Aeons means divine power. Okay, aeons means divine power, a long period of time. Okay, so what the poet was asking to the magician, what you are chanting? The magician was replying, I was chanting to bring a divine power who would help him perform his magical, what is that, tricks. Okay, that is the meaning. The last stanza of the poem, the poet asks the flower girls what they are weaving with the azure. Azure means deep blue. Okay, azure means deep blue. Azure means A-Z-U-R-E. A-Z-U-R-E, blue. Okay, now finally the poet asks the flower girls what they are weaving with the azure. With the azure means blue. Blue color flowers and red color flowers. So the poet, she was asking to the flower girls what you are all doing with the blue and red flowers. Okay, so the flower girls was replying. The flower girls, what they are replying? The flower girls are telling, we are making garlands. We are weaving garlands for the bride and the groom and to adorn their bed for the wedding night. So we are preparing flowers for the garlands for the bride and groom and to adorn their bed for the wedding night. Okay, they are also making sheets of newly brought white flowers for use on the dead man's grave for fragrance. So the flower girls was what they are saying, we are making garlands not only for the wedding functions and we are also making for the grave. We are making a dead man's grave for fragrance. Okay, for that purpose also we are making the flowers. Okay, for that they are using white flowers. Okay, for dead man's grave we are using white flowers. Thus the poet Sarojini Naidu. So it's a very very beautiful poem, but the thing is the meanings, there are so many meanings are there. Peddlers, daggers, okay, and then griddles, so many meanings are there. In your textbook they have given a few meanings only, but rather than that we have to find the meanings from the dictionary. Okay, then only we can understand the poem very well. Thus the poet Sarojini Naidu represents an Indian market. So the poet was representing the Indian market to give as a sense of the rich Indian heritage. Okay, so we having all the sources we are having in our country. Okay, so the poet was prizing our country. Okay, and this poem was her protest against the European products and an appreciation of our own goods. Okay, so the poem was, it's a protesting against the European products. Actually this one is before the freedom she was written this poem. Okay, so in that time we are using the Britishers clothes and all. So the poet was protesting against the European products and she was appreciating our own goods. Our own goods means our own products. Okay, so this is the poem, very beautiful poem. Keep watch this video. If you not understand also, you again you repeat what is it, again watch this video. Okay, so I hope you all understand this poem very well. If you have any doubt in this particular poem, you can ask your doubt. Until then, take care. Assalamu alaikum.